Starbucks, man. Starbucks employees are upset right now. They got to wear black T-shirts or black shirts, man. They seem to be really distraught about this, man. And times have changed, man. I mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to do for my morning coffee, man? Starbucks employees are mad. It's it's not like they have grievances over pay or grievances about being mistreated. They have grievances over having to wear a black shirt. So without further ado, let's take a look at this existential crisis. Starbucks employees, man, they crashing out. They crashing out over black shirts. I like black shirts.
No contract, no coffee.
Tonight, outrage brewing at nearly 75 Starbucks across the country. Baristas are walking out.
We are currently on an unfair labor practice strike and have walked out here today because of the newly implemented dress code that is now being enforced upon our stores illegally.
Monday marked the start of new rules on what baristas are allowed to wear under those famous green aprons. The company requiring workers to wear plain black T-shirts and khaki, black or blue denim bottoms. Under the old dress code, workers were allowed to wear other dark colors and shirts with a pattern.
Have you ever tried this one?
Starbucks Workers United, the union representing workers at 570 of Starbucks' 10,000 company-owned U.S. stores, says the dress code should be subject to collective bargaining.
It's not just our right, but our duty to rebel.
They filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board over the company's alleged failure to bargain.
Finding out last minute that you need to go out and purchase a brand new dress code that you can't afford, it's completely out of touch. Most of us are paycheck to paycheck. We can't afford to go out and buy new shoes, new pants, and new shirts.
If y'all live in paycheck to paycheck, you can't possibly be getting paid to be striking, right? I mean, I think they're hourly employees. I think they make around $15 an hour or something like that, man. And this is the hill they want to die on. I think this is ridiculous, but hey, Starbucks hired these people, man. This is what y'all get. This is what you get.
We need a livable wage. Talks were going great, and now they're not.
Y'all serve
and
coffee.
Starbucks just continues to make changes that have nothing to do with our working conditions.
Y'all serve coffee. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I am an investor in the stock market, man. So now, especially over the last 5 years, okay, prior to that, man, I was a frequent Starbucks customer now, customer then. Now, I don't go to them, man. And thank God, because, I mean, I go to them every now and then, but I used to go to Starbucks all the time. Especially when, I had a certain corporate job where I had to entertain some of my clients, but this year is ridiculous. You got overpriced coffee already. You guys are you're upset about black T-shirts, man. This is insane. But anyway, like I was saying before, I'm an investor in the stock market, and some stocks that I buy, I could buy 3 shares or 2 shares of stock for a cup of caramel macchiato, man. So I'm like, hey, no thanks. No thanks to Starbucks, man. I got a Keurig at home.
In a statement to NBC News, Starbucks said, quote, "It would be more productive if the union would put the same effort into coming back to the table that they're putting into protesting wearing black shirts to work." The
Facts.
company also said the strike is having a limited impact on their stores, saying 99% of the stores have been open all week.
They say y'all having limited impact, man. So basically, they said, man, this ain't even phasing us. We unfazed. What's that? What they doing? What they doing, man? Y'all is protesting black shirts, man.
And Adrian joins us now with
Silly,
more.
Man.
So, Adrian, things have been contentious between the union and Starbucks for quite some time now. Where do negotiations currently stand?
They certainly have, Ellison. Starbucks rep says in the last year, specifically since April, they've had about 9 bargaining sessions over 20 days. That rep also telling NBC News they've reached at least 30 meaningful agreements that union rep said were important. Now, Starbucks says it remains.
Wait a minute. They've reached 30 agreements that they deemed were worthy and important. See, this is what happens, man. This is what happens. This is when you give people too much. When you start giving in, especially some of these people, man, that are not common sense thinkers, they want everything, man. They want everything their way. And then before you know it, man, the company is unrecognizable. I say this, go start your own damn company, man. Y'all messing up Starbucks, man. What's the problem with a black shirt and the and the green apron? Y'all crashing out, man. This you know how they voted. You already know how they voted, man. You already know how they voted, man. Crashing out over a black shirt.
Remains committed to bargaining in good faith. And I'm paraphrasing here. They say they hope to, quote, reach a framework for single store contracts. By contrast, the union rep who you heard from in the story says the union is still waiting for Starbucks to return to the bargaining table.
Cap.
Adrian brought.
Oh, my. Man, we already know people like this, man. We know people like this. You have friends like this. You have family members like this, right? They'll fight and argue over anything. Over anything, man. They will argue and fight over anything. And this is what happens when you give people their way too much. It sounds like they've gotten their way on a lot of other things that they thought was important to them, at least. Starbucks capitulates. And then now this. Now it's like, no, we don't want to wear black shirts either. We don't want to pay for them. Da this, da that. I remember when I worked for certain companies in corporate, I had to wear suits pretty much every day of the week, probably with the exception of Fridays. But still, you know, when you dealing with business people, they have a certain dress code, and this was part of the deal when I went to go work for them, man. No problem, man. Make sure I'm groomed. Make sure my sexual chocolate complexion is all good, or sexual caramel, whatever you want to call it. And make sure I had to dress in a suit. Shit, I got about, real talk, I probably have 30 or 40 suits I don't even wear anymore, man. Anyway, man, let's get to the next thing, man. We done with Starbucks, people.